116th Hotline. It's Sadie.
And Satana, and welcome back to 116th Hotline. If this is your first time here,
Hello.
If this is not your first time here, welcome back.
And as you can tell, we have a special guest today.
The guest of honor is
Nikki Louuuuu.
Hello. Can you introduce yourself? Give us like a 5-second spiel, like not literally 5 seconds, but like give us who are you, what do you do, how do you know us?
Jinx, you want soda. Okay.
My name is Nikki. I became friends with Sadie, I don't know, like 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
We both worked at Academy.
Yes, that's how I met her.
In their hoe eras.
Was I hoe at that time? Maybe. I don't remember.
Clocked it.
We were, yes. I mean, I was single, a week younger. Mm-hmm. And then?
No shame.
That's okay.
Then we all have like our big girl group, and then we met Sultana.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
I'm currently in nursing school, about to graduate in 4 weeks.
Yo.
Yes,
let's go, Nikki.
She's a lifesaver.
Yeah.
So as she mentioned, we've met like about 6 years ago, I feel like. Maybe 5-6 years ago. At Academy. And, at first you were like younger girl at the time.
I wasn't even 21 yet.
I was like, I think she was like 19 or 19, 20 barely.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 26.
26. Mm-hmm. Oh, you a baby.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. She's the baby of us, all of us.
You're a baby.
But honestly, we always forget because she's so mature. Like, honestly, you're probably more mature than me. I'm like, but she's super mature, so I always forget that you're younger. But when I first met you, you were like baby, like high school still, right? No, or maybe like barely done with high school, maybe?
I just got done with high school.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so how'd you guys meet? Academy,
because we worked together.
Oh.
Yes. Did you know Shelby first, or where you kind of got hired a little bit around the same time as I did, or after me?
I think it was a little after you, but Shelby was already working there.
Yes.
So you guys met Shelby through Academy too?
Well, yeah. I met Shelby through Anna. I met Shelby through Anna, like maybe like I don't know, like close to 8-9 years ago. So I knew Anna. I met Anna. And fun fact, real quickly. You know what brought me and Anna together? Take a wild guess.
Chris Brown.
Yes,
oh, yes, I remember.
Literally, because it was back then. So shout out Anna. No, like literally, it's through Chris Brown because it was like when we were in high school-ish. No, she was still in high school and I was like in college, and like Chris Brown was going on tour in Dallas. It was the
wasn't it Between the Sheets?
Between the Sheets, yes.
Trey Songz?
Okay, y'all swear y'all know it by name.
Girl, shoot, we fans. But so I was on Twitter back then, and then for somehow I guess she followed me on Twitter just because we had mutuals from Owasso. So then we were talking about Chris Brown that she answered on it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm down. I'm like, oh wait, I know this girl. She's from Owasso. I knew she was a few years younger. So then we just planned this whole thing, and whenever we went, I didn't go with her, but we met up and we took pictures. And ever since then, we've just been talking here and there. And then whenever I was like out of my relationship, she was there. We were hanging out and everything. And then she brought Shelby along. I met Shelby. And then Shelby told me about Academy. Went to Academy, met you. Boom. And you see how it works?
Wow.
It's so beautiful.
It's all full circle.
Full circle.
I love that.
Yes, and now we're like really, really close. So it all worked out for the best. Yes, ma'am. So tell us a little bit about your nursing journey and your schooling. Like, how long have you been in school? Or for nursing, at least?
For nursing, so I actually failed one of my classes first semester.
Okay.
So that put me a year behind.
That's okay.
But now we're here. I think it helped me for the better.
Mm-hmm.
But then there was a little hiccup. Mm-hmm. And my whole class kind of dwindled. I was the last one.
Oh, really?
That's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. So now I have to drive to Langston.
So
which is
like,
how far?
Yeah, I know. How far is that?
An hour and 45.
If that's every day?
Monday and Tuesday, sometimes 3 times a week, sometimes 4.
And that's an hour and 45
there, and then an hour and 45 back.
Ooh.
Oh, jail.
Jail.
Immediately.
Oh my god, that's right. I didn't even think about the driving back part. Because you don't go there and spend the night or anything. You just come back. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of a lot.
That's like almost like 4 hours
a day.
Just commuting.
Commuting, yeah.
Crazy
I was thinking about like, okay, but Val, like she's working in Oklahoma City, but I forgot she actually stays there and she works consecutively. Mm-hmm. Whereas for you come back and then like you go, oh shoot, girl. Mm-hmm. It'll be worth it though. Your degree would be all worth it. So
I have a question. Did you always know that you wanted to be a nurse?
Yes. Like, if you go back to, like, you know how when you're in high school, when you're little, they make you, like, write a letter to yourself? So at graduation of high school, I got that letter back, and it was like, I still hope you want to be a nurse.
Stop. So it's like you're reading your own letter. Oh my God, stop. That's so cute.
So, like, I've never given up on that, and, like, you can ask all my family, like, they always, like, I went to my aunt's house, and they were like, you're actually doing it. Like, you said you did it. You wanted to. And I was like,
that's cute.
I remember something similar to that, but it was like elementary. And we had like a little writing prompt too about what do you want to be? You know, the simple, like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
And I can't remember a lot, but I have a feeling I said teacher too. Because back then I didn't really like think like that. Like, I didn't think about like what I never really said anything medical or anything like fashioning or like anything like in the like industry like that. Like, what is it? Beauty industry. Because I didn't know much about that. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure I said teacher too, but then I don't have those letters anymore because it's from different state. But what grade were you that you wrote that to you? Do you remember? Was it like 8th grade or younger?
I think it was like 6th or 7th grade.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
Because I remember some kids talking about that too, that they're writing a letter to their future self and it gets delivered to them when they're in high school, senior year.
That's cute.
So sentimental.
Yeah.
And you're like, did you actually achieve that goal?
Right.
Yeah. What made you interested in that field?
I just really like helping people, and
period.
I know you know this about like my mom. My mom has some health issues, so like growing up in a single household, I've always been there to help and do stuff. So like I just kind of like fell into that part, and it's never given it up. Like I always put everyone else first before myself, and I just
really do, bro.
Okay, but then what about Nikki?
Here we go.
Let's
go. Give me some tissue on the side. Let's get down to this. I knew you were gonna be the one to put this question out there, babe. Let's get into that.
Saying, like,
but that's true though.
I think I didn't even know that you're from a single household. So when that happens, it's like you tend to, like you said, put everybody else before yourself. How is that translated to adulthood?
It's okay, take your time. Stupid little TikTok.
We ask the hard questions around here.
We really do.
We the heavy hitters.
We get down to it, sis. Vulnerability.
I've learned as I've gotten older the pros and the cons of it. Like I've learned to not let it be my story.
Oh,
okay.
Because like, you know, you always see those.
Wait a minute! Holy shit! That just hit. That hit.
That's right. She's gonna rewrite her. She's gonna write her own motherfucking story.
That hit. Okay,
I know that's fucking.
Sorry,
right.
we have to put the comments in. Okay.
Okay.
Because like, you know, when people hear about like the kid who grew up in a single household.
Yes.
Like, oh, I bet you they're not gonna make it. They're not gonna do anything. But like, it's not always the kid's fault. Like,
I know that's right.
Actually, it's never the kid's
like,
fault.
Oh, okay,
As
teacher
a matter of fact. No, but for real though.
Hey, you better speak on that right now.
I'm speak on that, stand 10 toes. But that's true. It's never the kid's fault. You didn't ask for this to be your life. You know, lifestyle.
Sorry to interject, but do you carry some of that with you?
Sometimes.
Or, I mean, like, did you used to?
When I was
like
little.
a lot of like self blame.
Yeah, and especially because like not only am I from a single household, but like I've never met my dad.
Oh, okay.
And then like, you know, the stereotypical, you're a white girl, you're from a house that's built, but it's like I'm not.
Right.
And you don't know that unless you actually talk to me.
Like the assumption.
The assumptions of privilege.
So I have a question. Do you have any siblings?
I have an older sister.
And that's it, right? Oh, okay, so just two of you guys. So two of you guys and then your mom. Okay. I'm taking it all in.
I know.
I think I knew that, but I think I wasn't for sure.
Right.
Okay.
Marinate in, sis. Marinate it in.
Okay.
So to have that mindset, and like you said, I feel like, man, like I think that shows a lot of your character today, like what you've been through, like just in your life growing up, you know? So of course that built you to be who you are today. And like, I can see why this nursing thing, like it really, like you say, it comes natural to you because in a way, maybe you had to, you had to step up to do that, right? You and your sister growing up, even as like a younger child, right? Like growing up, it was just natural for you.
Yeah, because like my mom, when she first had her seizure, I was in 3rd grade.
3rd grade?
I can tell you exactly what happened.
You remember?
I remember it like it happened yesterday.
Shoot.
3rd grade? That's Oliver's grade.
That's Oliver's grade, girl.
Girl, unpack it. Unpack it.
Let's unpack that.
Let's unpack that. Like, what were you? How did you feel?
Was it kind of like scary for you as a kid?
Traumatic.
Obviously, traumatic. It's got to be traumatic. How old your sister was older at the time, right? Your sister was probably like
we're 6 years apart, so she was like in 6th grade.
Oh,
okay.
So, yeah.
So, do you feel comfortable talking about that? Only if you do.
Like about
just about how that came about, and then like just share your experience about that. Like, you don't have to get into details, obviously, but like how you felt at the moment, how it's
how it changed your mindset. Well, I guess not only mindset, but your perspective of life, I guess, and your role, right? Because before that, you had never experienced, taking care of your mom in that capacity. So I'm curious to know how that changed you as a kid, if you remember. Obviously, you probably do remember, but
right. So one of my aunts, she lives in town, and her son is actually 2 weeks older than me, so we're 2 weeks apart.
Okay.
So growing up, like, yes, he's my cousin, but like we're more like siblings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with her living close, that really helped. And then like my uncle, he put up that father figure for me and my sister.
Okay. Is it her husband?
Your aunt's husband?
My aunt's husband.
So your brother, so the one that's like your brother. Okay.
His dad.
Okay.
So like they kind of helped a lot, because after my mom had her seizure, she wasn't allowed to drive for 6 months.
Oh wow.
So it was a lot of like, okay,
they stepped in.
Who's gonna take us to school? Who's gonna do this and that? And then we were just trying to figure out like, why was she having these seizures? And we couldn't figure it out.
Really? Wow.
And then so like after that, it was just kind of like a change of, what are we gonna do? Like, I remember that next day we were at our house, and I was like, we lived in a smaller house, and me and my mom shared a bed. And so like after that, I was afraid, because she fell out of the bed when she had the seizure. And I was like,
so it happened when you were right in bed with her?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Yeah. Okay.
So like after that, I was like, I don't want to sit in a bed with you if you have another seizure and you fall out.
Almost like PTSD.
It is.
Yeah.
So then I was like, that next day we all slept on the living room floor, because I was like, what are the chances of it happening again? And now that I like look back at it from like a medical perspective, I'm like, I would have not known if she had a seizure if I was laying right next to her on the ground.
Yeah, but you were just a kid.
Yes. Oh my gosh. See, that's crazy. It really comes back in full circle, because like now, from you said, with all the knowledge from the medical background, now you're like, wait a minute.
You're like, now I can circle back and think about that moment, or what could have been happening in that moment.
Could have been, yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I can't believe you were only in 3rd grade. So
that's
you're probably only, Oliver's 9?
Like 9 years old?
8 or 9, yeah.
Yeah, that's young.
That's a very big responsibility.
Big responsibility.
But you know what? Props to Uncle and Auntie for stepping up.
Yes.
How are they related to your mom?
So my aunt and her are sisters.
Oh, okay. So it's
is
like
she your mom's younger sister, older sister, or
younger?
Okay.
See that too, like a lot of those things, and you know what? That's why those are the people in the world that are like, like, man, like they deserve everything in the world. Like they step up. They they probably have no choice to, but then there's the fact that they did it anyway too, to help the transition better and everything. So I love that. And I remember you mentioned that he was like a father figure to you, like he stepped in. So props to them. We got to give them their flowers.
Isn't it crazy? Like now that you're an adult, it's like looking back at that, you're like, see it from a different perspective, because you're like, I don't know. In my opinion, I feel like everything we go through in our childhood, when we were adults, we kind of look back and it's like, how the F did I go through that? Or how did my mom go through that without like going crazy? It's just like,
you look now that we're the new adults, we're like, whoa, holy crap. There's no way I would have been able to handle that like myself.
Mentally, emotional. Oh no.
Yeah, like, and like talking about like a single household, like my mom, like my sister just had a baby almost a year ago. It'll be a year in May.
Yeah.
Her husband went out of town, and so she had Madeline. And then she like looked at me and was like, I don't know how mom did it with us two.
Like just by herself.
Especially with the two girls, and that huge of an age range too. Like age difference too.
Did she? Okay, I don't know if this is too much, or if you're not like, if you're not comfortable answering, you don't have to. But was she a single mother, like when you guys were both like babies?
So me and my sister are half.
Okay, half.
We have the same mom, different dads.
Okay.
My sister's father passed away when she was 2.
Okay.
So then I was an accident.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then never met my dad. And he's abusive, has all the things.
Yeah.
So it was like, at the time, growing up, I obviously didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Right.
As I get older, I kind of learn, like, not a good idea for you to be in my life.
Right. Like, maybe it's for the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, like, as I get older, I get these people that are like, why don't you want to meet your dad? I'm 26. If he wanted to, he would have.
You're like, you don't know my story, first of all. Mm-hmm. Get out of my business.
I was going to say, how do you respond to those people? What's your response to them like?
I normally tell him, like, if he truly wanted to have a relationship with me,
he would
have gone to reach out by now.
Like, period.
You know, that reminds me of that quote. I don't know exactly what it is word for word, but that quote where it's like, you know, dads who aren't in their kids' lives, it's like, oh, the phone works both ways. And then it's like, yeah, but you're an adult and I'm the kid.
That freaking part right there.
Like, what the heck? Okay,
say
I get
louder
that,
for the back, for the people in the back.
That's wild.
It's the adult. And that's why I said it's never the kid's fault. It's never the kid's fault, especially as a kid. They didn't ask for this, you know, and you are the adult. You're the one that should be reaching out.
Yeah.
You know? So it, like, honestly, and I that quote that you just said, if they wanted to, they would. Like, I live by that now that I'm older, and like just past relationships, like with anybody. If they really wanted to, they would, you know?
Right.
But yeah, wow, that's crazy.
Do you, okay, now that you experienced that and now that you see your sister and, you know, her being in like her motherhood journey, what's your perspective on like your future and like possibly a family in the future, or like finding a spouse? Like, what has your life experiences and then seeing your sister and everything, like how has that shifted your perspective for the future?
Dang, she asking good, hard, good, deep questions, sister.
Well, it's good because I don't know Nikki like that.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I know Nikki, but like I don't know like the layers.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
No.
So yeah.
To be honest, I have a negative and positive outlook, both. Like, I go back and forth.
Okay, give us both.
Yes, sis.
So, like, positively, as much as it sounds, like, love my mom to death, but I don't want to be that single parent. I don't want any of that. I want to be far different from that, but still be able to help take care of my mom and do what I need to do.
Okay.
Yes.
But then, like, the negative outlook is I've had very bad dating experiences. Like, I've never actually had a relationship. I've never been in...
I didn't know that about you. Okay.
So, like, the negative part of me is like, I don't know.
Can I interject right there? Like, do you think it's because like you're scared of failed relationships or like of what your mom went through?
No. I'll say it's probably my type and the people that I talk to is where it gets me.
Oh.
Hey, that's what's the word? Awareness.
Oh.
Awareness, and that's okay.
Okay, I get your gist now.
I'm getting it.
Yeah.
But and also
That's
I think too, like my generation, all it is about hookup culture.
Yeah,
that's why I told Sadie I would not survive in this.
We had this conversation about a while ago about like dating.
I would not survive in this era of dating.
Girl,
I'm like,
ain't no way.
I would not be on Hinge or on Tinder or whatever y'all using these. I could not do it.
I couldn't do it.
Like to just be like, hey, let's hook up.
At least
I get it, but then at what point you're like, come on, like I want a future. I want like
more than that.
Yeah.
Like, be for real. Yeah, I feel that's how I feel. Like, if like you're on these apps, yeah, you're just like hookup culture. You know, it's for fun. But then, like, at what point, like, do you have any? Do you have anything behind?
Do you have any goals?
Do you have any? What are your long-term goals?
What are your short-term goals?
Oh God.
Yes. What are your long-term goals? What do you mean?
Yeah.
I know you watch Love Island.
Yes,
she watches Love Island.
When Serena asked Court, he said, "What do you mean?"
Red flag. Yeah.
Red flag.
Okay.
But then, okay, speaking of that, let's can you guys hear me okay right now? Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. So speaking of that, how do you think that you could possibly, I mean, like, because of your type, right? So here on out, moving forward, like 26-year-old Nikki, you know, about to enter your career and everything, looking into the future, how are you going, what are you going to do to change that?
I think first part is not being so busy. I think right now my schedule is too busy to even really give someone that time.
Yes.
Awareness.
Thank you.
Like,
yes.
I am that person that will drop anything to do something for you.
And like,
and if I don't have the time for you, I feel like I'm wasting your time. And I don't want to waste your time. You don't want to waste my time.
Yeah.
So let me do what I need to do. And then some people are supportive of it, but others, they're like, you're not that busy.
Wait, what's your sign?
I'm a Virgo.
I don't know Virgos, girl. I gotta look it up, but
Leslie's a Virgo.
Well, let me look it up right now.
Yeah, you might know a few Virgos. Okay, when's your birthday? August 27th. Mm-hmm. Ooh, thank you. So it's like between early August or late August? No,
you're late August. Mm-hmm. August what?
Late August, so 27th. So she's like right after you. So she's between late August to mid September. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they're known as the perfectionists of the zodiac. They are practical, detail oriented, analytical, with a natural inclination towards helping others and a strong sense of order.
Oh,
perfectionist, practical, grounded, helpful, organized, humbling, sensitive, and emotional.
Dude, that's literally her and Leslie. Like I automatically think like literally helping.
Leslie's a Virgo too.
She's a Virgo.
Yeah, okay, I do see the similarities.
Like just so pure. I feel like y'all are so pure. Like, you know, like, and when you mention, and it's self-awareness, first of all, props to you, but you really do go over and beyond. Like she goes over and beyond for anybody and anything. Like if like I need to call someone at 3 a.m. because my car broke down, I'll call her, she'll freaking answer. Like she's like that type of person.
I know that Nikki's a ride or die because
ride or die, babe.
Like when we would go out a lot, she'd be like, yeah, let's go.
No, always. That's why I gave her that Dundee Award. I'm like, that's what.
Yeah.
She's down for anything, and like literally, like you say, you will literally drop any everything and just, you know, like Captain Save a Hoe for real, like for real.
Okay, on the flip side of that though,
beautiful, love it, props,
beautiful. But do you have a problem of not so much a problem, but do you find that you often don't find that others do the same for you?
Oh yes, 100%.
How do you deal with that?
I honestly don't let it bother me because I think too, like part of like past trauma, like growing up in a single household, I got things gifted to me a lot.
Oh,
and so I feel like it's almost like I don't want to be seen as a charity. I don't want you to have to do things for me because I do them
just
for you.
Because you.
I don't want you to do it out of obligation. I want you to do it because you actually want to.
You're right, like as in like, oh, because I feel sorry for you, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
How are you gonna ever accept love if someone tries to love you? I feel like that. I mean, just from an outside perspective, I think that's gonna be maybe something that's gonna be hard for you to deal with.
Like a hurt,
opening your heart to letting someone love you and to letting someone show that they actually care. You might deal with that down the road. I don't know, but that's just my perspective.
No, that's a good point though. That's a good point.
The walls. You're like, no.
Yeah, I am very guarded. Like that's
you are.
Hey, but that's what's it called, like self-protection. Like defense mechanism.
Honestly, that's exactly what it is. I feel like whenever a person like you, and I mean I've been there too. Like I feel like it's hard having to find that balance. You know, like having to find that balance. Like how much do I put my guard down? Like how much am I willing to let people in because you're afraid that, you know, they might not be there for the long run. But I mean, it does also come into a factor is the type. You know, like I mean, here's the thing, because we have the same type. Okay, first of all, we have the same type, and no shame in the game. But like now that I'm older, like I find myself thinking like, okay, this is my type, yeah, because of, you know, like the way how they look. It all comes down to looks, right? My looks, demeanor, whatever. Oh yeah, he looking good. Like
okay,
Shawty looking good over here. But then like at the end of the day, I'm like, you know what? Now that I'm older, I really look back and I'm like, ugh, like I get, if they don't have a personality that doesn't mesh well with me, I'm like, that is cringing. It gives me the ick.
Okay, so then I have a question for you. What are some words of wisdom that you could give to Nikki? Since I know that you went through that with Brian, with like having your walls up and everything, and it took you a while.
Good question.
Yeah, and like it took you a while to kind of let him in those doors.
Period.
You let him in through the back door, but then you're like taking slow in the front door. You know?
No, seriously. Okay, she's making those are analogies.
I know. I'm feeling inspired today. I think 'cause I really don't know Nikki like that. So
and you're trying to dive into it and all that.
Yeah, tell me your trauma. You know, like
let's trauma together. Trauma bond.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So whenever I got with my man's, like I mean, you know my past, my little bit of my past. Like I was already in like an 8-year toxic relationship off and on.
Blech.
So I was really I was like so guarded, but then I kind of dive into the relationship like, okay, like let me just give it a try, even though I knew deep down inside I wasn't quite ready. So it really, and I talked about this in an episode with Satiana and Valerie a while ago, but just like to kind of sum it up, I wasn't like giving him my all, and I wasn't like really willing to be open-minded about his feelings, about what he was willing to offer. Brian, love you so much, but he was offering because now that I'm thinking about it, like I'm thinking out loud, like now that you mentioned that,
it's the same.
He was willing to offer, like put everything on the table.
So what made you change?
I think it's the fact that I saw how patient he was, like his patience and his sincerity. He was just so sincere, and I like he just kept on like, you know, like not pushing, but then he was just like trying, like waiting on the sideline, like waiting for me to be ready for me to let my guards down, ready for me to just like be open with him. And I'm like, you know what, let me give it a try. So the moment I knew was whenever, like at one point I told him, and like it was kind of early on in our relationship, and I was like, let's take a step back. I don't know if I was ready for this relationship. I don't know why I dove into this with you. And he was like obviously heartbroken, but he was willing to like, okay, I'm gonna wait on the side and I'm here, you know, I'm gonna give you your space and your time. And then like, you know, I was like, okay, I respect that. But then he was still checking in on me constantly, rather than just kind of like just like, okay, let me just ghost her too then, you know, like that, because that's kind of like
okay, fuck you too,
like fuck you too. Yeah, exactly. He was like giving me my space. I think he respected my boundaries. Like he really respected my boundaries. So that's when I saw, I was like, okay, this guy's really genuine. Because kind of like you, I was afraid after my past relationship. I'm like, how do I know if they're genuine? How do I know if they're just gonna like fuck around? And then I realized, okay, he's really genuine. Then I started slowly like giving in, and I'm like, wait, he's really genuine. Like we really do mesh. We do get each other, you know. And then now I'm like obsessed. So like, but so I think, but I would say an advice to you is like, yes, give it a try. Do still have your guards up, but then you have to kind of like also let it down a little bit. And like, yeah, you're afraid to get hurt. So I feel like I'm talking about freaking The Bachelor at this point. Like you're afraid to get hurt and shit, you know, but like sometimes it might be worth it, you know, like because you never know. But at the same time, like test out the water to see who this person is, you know. I mean, Brian's my type too, but then it's just, you know, it's a plus that he is also so genuine, and he's that type of person that I'm like, okay, he is literally genuine. Like I've never had this type of feeling with anybody before, because I can just literally feel it like he is my true soulmate. So it's just like, I think your person will come, and then like, you know, of course, plus if they're your type, but you know, if they're not, give it a try anyway, because sometimes at the end of the day, personalities and like characters, like it'll go like miles.
People will surprise you.
People will surprise
you if you just give them a chance.
If you just give them a chance. So don't be afraid to.
I think another part of mine too is like with your schedule, you have weekends off and all this stuff.
That's
like
true.
with me, and when like I do start my nursing career, I'll be working nights.
That's true.
And so like it's hard to find someone who's willing to like actually put in that effort and be like, oh, you work these long 12, maybe 13-hour shifts.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so are you going to be like a full-time? You're going to be full-time. So what would your schedule be? Like 3/12s?
Kind of like Val.
Kind of like what Val was doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so on your days off, use those time. And I guess like you said, just to find somebody that would be compatible with you, like time-wise. Well, again, if they wanted to, they would invest in that. So if it's someone that you know that they're kind of like, oh, you're always so busy, or like, okay, well, if it's so much more on their time where they're like, oh, well,
like being selfish,
like, okay, well, you're working these days, well, I'm off, so like, you know what I mean? If they don't put in the work, then automatically kick them out, you know. Like don't give them a chance.
Know your worth.
I
know, like, and I can do that now too. Like when people are like, oh, when are you free? I'm like, oh, let me look.
I literally go to my calendar, like count the days. Val does that too. She's
we
like,
all do as adults. Like we always have to share calendars now, and as adults, like that should be you know,
a norm.
It should be understanding, like, hey,
if you're not using your calendar and you're an adult, oh, don't talk to me.
No, seriously. But so do you think that time is a big factor of you to like your like dating life or whatnot? Okay.
And I think too, because like I've also been so career focused. Like I want to get this done. I want to do this. I don't want anything to
that's okay.
get in my way.
That's so yes.
You should be proud of that.
Honestly, not a lot of people your age can say that.
Yeah.
So props to you,
girl. They're in Miami. They're in
Vegas. They're partying it up,
girl.
And like you're in your mid-ish late 20s. So yeah, that's the age where girls as women are like partying it up, they're living their lives. But the fact that you're so career focused right now, that's honestly such a positive thing and something to brag about, to be honest. It's
very inspirational.
Very inspirational. You're never too late to be dating.
So let us give you your flowers.
Yes,
because I see the hard work you putting in.
We're gonna acknowledge that, sis. You should be proud of yourself. We're so proud of you. Give me a hug right now.
Oh God, Sadie's gonna start crying.
I feel like I'm about to, man. Like, but
well, shit.
Yeah, and like at graduation, you'll get to meet like a lot of my family.
Yes,
they'll be there,
they're gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Because I'm the first one to graduate with my bachelor's.
I don't remember she said that.
Wait, your sister?
She went to TCC and got her associates, but she's thinking about going back for nursing.
Okay,
it's within her 5-year plan. So
I love that. See, maybe you motivated her to go back to school. Oh, you never know.
Yes,
you never know.
Yes. I love that. Okay, that's amazing. So you're the first to get a bachelor's degree. That is something to be
brag about.
So proud of and to brag about, for real.
Okay, like, generational wealth.
Seriously, oh my gosh, breaking the generational traumas and curses and all that. Honestly,
yes. Did your mom ever get like higher education or pursue higher education?
She actually never even finished high school. So like me and my sister finishing high school was just a big accomplishment in itself.
I love that.
These are the type of things that you would have never known if you never talked to you. Like Susanna, you probably never.
I don't know anything other than like the things we talked about, maybe in the car a couple times when we went out to dinner or something. But yeah, I don't really know that much about Nikki.
That's very, very inspirational.
But I could tell like from her aura, like she's a real one, and like she's a ride or die.
No, honestly, like and you can just tell. I feel like as we get older as adults too, and when you get together, you can just tell if somebody's genuine,
Bitch, I was just gonna say that.
Seriously, and she's definitely one for show.
Yeah, I love that though. I love seeing women our age like level up, or not even just level up, but like getting their shit together. Because I think, especially like we were saying, like women your age right now, not saying that everybody does this and like isn't focused on their career or whatever, but I just think that it's easier to get distracted.
That's a good way to put it. Yes.
I think a lot of it too has to deal with like growing up. I remember like being little and being like, oh, I need to have a baby or kid by this age. And like as I got older, I'm like, that's not realistic.
No.
And it's so expensive. And then like also women, like we have this biological factor, right?
Right.
Yes.
That prevents us from having kids at a certain age.
Yes.
And I think that's another like big hang over people. Because it's such like a pressure, like, when are you having kids?
Even Sadie was saying that. Sadie was like, I'm 30. Like, I'm like, wait. It's okay. You'll be all right.
Definitely.
Because like even like my cousin, we're 2 weeks apart, right? Grew up together. He just got married last summer. And then at that, it was, it's your turn. When are you getting married?
The like expectation.
Like, hey, when's your turn? Yeah. You're like, I'm chilling.
I'm like, no, I gotta finish this degree first.
Hey,
like,
I know that's right.
And that needs to be more of the
normalized
norm and the normalized. Like, hey, focus on your career first, get all this done first, then you can settle. And it's really never too late. And I know, like, yes, like there are like that's the norm or society now for women especially, and that biological factor is kind of like a thing. But then at the same time, if you get all your shit together and you plan it out right, everything will fall into place whenever it's supposed to. But
I do agree with the biological timer. It's literally like a freaking ticking time bomb. Like, I think women, as we grow up, we already have that like in our mind, like before 30 we have to be before 30 because 30, once you hit 30 you cannot have kids. Like they're gonna be deformed or they're gonna have like a disability. It's like just shut the fuck up. Like,
There's so many people. Shelby tells me every time that her mom had her when her mom was like in like late 30s or 40s.
My mom had Kenji when she was 36.
Oh, she was.
My mom had me when she was 36. So
really?
my mom's older than what you would expect. So.
Oh, how old's your mom?
She's in her 60s.
Oh, okay.
So she had you later.
Yeah, she had me later, and then she had my sister when she was just 30.
30
because we're 6 years apart.
Oh yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's okay. Like it's okay as long as like, you know, you're a healthy person and you don't like I don't do drugs every single day or whatever. Like,
no, literally.
You'll fine. You'll be fine.
In technology nowadays, like it should be way more easier and feasible to do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I was just thinking, like, as we were talking about this, that, you know what, bottom line is women judge other women too, though. That's the other thing. And it's like let's normalize not judging other people just because they don't want to have kids,
right,
or get married at a certain age or have kids in general. Like that, don't talk about that. That's not your problem.
It's kind of like being insensitive.
It is,
like you're being insensitive, like you don't know people's story, you don't know, like,
because everyone's different.
Everyone's different. And I feel like society has gotten better, you know, with that, but then we could still work on it, you know?
I agree,
because that's a huge thing. Like, and then at the bottom line, like you said, we're all women, we're the same. Like, you should know out of anybody else that, hey, you know, like
we are all struggling with the same damn thing.
Exactly.
So let's not make it harder for each other.
Yes, right. Literally. So, well, speaking of that, I know you said you're career focused right now. Like, what's next for you, like, dating wise? Like, for the people, you know, like, she is established. She is a boss girl.
What if someone sees this and they're like, how can I take her out to dinner?
Are you, like, open to kind of, like, dating? Are you open to, like, talking? Like, just to, like, get to know people?
Can we send people to your Instagram?
No, seriously. I think I've tried to hook Nikki up with 2 people before in the past.
Wait, can I tell you guys this funny video I saw? It was literally like a friend group, right? And they all went to brunch. It's all girls, and they all went to brunch, and then their guy friend came in, and they were like, what are you doing here? And he was like, oh, I'm just saying hi to you guys. And he's part of the friend group, right? And then he kissed one of the girls, and they're like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, we're actually dating. And then the caption was like, when the 2 friends who everyone's been trying to get them together finally start dating.
Oh my god!
That
would be so freaking cute. Like a good, like, surprising
matchmaking
shock. Yeah. So yeah, what are your answers?
Yeah.
Open, just kind of seeing where things go.
Yeah.
Because, like, as I'm finishing school, and, like, I talked to Val about, like, after school, because she was saying, like, orientation's pretty hectic.
Oh yeah.
And so, like, because we were talking about, like, I wanted to go on a trip. But then I spent that money on other things.
What did you spend it on?
Chris Brown tickets.
Ooh. Guess who else is going? Her. I'm just kidding.
I am not going to see Chris Breezy.
Girl.
No. I mean, I was back there in the Run It days and, like, let me talk to you, you know, but, like, yeah, I'm not, like, how many times have you seen him?
This will be my 5th.
That's insane.
Yeah.
This is like my 3rd or 4th. I don't remember. But it's been years since we seen. Well, I mean, not you, but it's been years. Girl, I just seen him last year.
I did see him last year.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah. So what we were saying?
But like Val was saying, like, do what I want to do before I start orientation, because like by then, because like orientation, you have the 2 weeks that you're there, like Monday through Friday. Then after that, I'll be doing day shift for like however many weeks.
Oh, you're saying like when you start a new job.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Especially in her field.
Yeah, that's true. Because I've seen Val.
I know. I remember she was like,
I'm really happy that you have like Val, because she's already in the field, so she can kind of like
mentor you.
Yeah. Like give you some like advice and stuff.
Yeah. Shout out to Val and Gabby.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Totally forgot about Gabs. Hi. What is Val called? GP?
GP.
Oh, is that her last name? The P?
The P, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Gabriella Pang. Speaking of which, I was honestly thinking I'm going to vouch for her to be our next guest.
Let's do her, and then we should do Sydney too. Let's just interview everybody.
We could probably do both of them.
Let's interview everybody.
Honestly, let's just do it. But
I think it'd be great.
I know, right?
And then at one point, you just need the whole friend group.
I know. Seriously. We'll have Shelby and Anna next on the line.
Or you know what we should do too? We should like do alternating like hosts.
Oh
yeah, like maybe you with like Gabby or like me with like Sydney and like just like do like a fun little like
that would be super fun. I like that idea.
Interesting. Anyway,
sorry. Okay, so just open to, because like you say you really want to like, you know, dive deep right now since you're so fresh into your career. So
but you're open to dabbling.
Dabble. Like, yeah, I mean you should still have fun, you know, have fun, still live your life on the side, obviously, but then your main focus. Like you deserve it. You still deserve to have fun and all that, and you will like. Don't worry about that because it'll come. Like honestly, I remember telling Valerie this. I mean, look at her now. You know, I remember telling like all of my other friends like, don't worry about that. Like it'll come whenever it's the time too.
Okay, well, before we say that, should we even ask her? Like, is that something that you worry about, or is that something that like you're hyper focused or like just have anxiety about? Is finding like a partner? Or you're just like
settle in.
If it comes, it comes.
If it comes, it comes. Like I'm not like
I need
trying to help now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very independent. So I'm not like super codependent. Like I don't need someone to do anything. Like
Miss Independent.
INDEP.
Yeah, I was listening to that this morning when I was working out.
I love it.
Yeah, that's you.
And that's what we love. Like especially whenever you are just so independent, the other independent people will like. What is it called?
Your magnets.
Yeah, like you will attract the people that are like in that energy.
So then watch, you're gonna find it. No, you're not gonna find an independent man is gonna find you.
Yes.
And then he's gonna be like, go on, do what you need to do. I'll be here waiting for you at home. Yeah. And then we're gonna look back on this episode and we're gonna be like, I told you so.
Manifested this. I can't wait. But it'll be great. Like it'll be everything that you deserve will come to you and is already yours. Like what we always say. Yeah. Everything that's meant to be yours is already yours.
Gotta speak it into existence.
Yes, exactly. Ma'am. And then just believe it and it will happen.
It will.
See, you believe that you were gonna get Chris Brown tickets and look at you.
Look
at you now. Look at you now.
Secured. Yeah. Nikki, this has been so fun, and I'm sure Sutiana, you enjoyed
so
getting
much
to know
about you. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Was that quick? Did it feel quick?
It felt very quick.
Because you just literally we're just yapping. We're just yapping, and we're just kind of getting down to
no script.
Just professional yappers at this.
Literally, like we could have had a dinner over this or something.
Honestly, and we could have just like had dinner and then like prop the camera.
You know what we should do? We should have like our guests like review our podcast. Like, how did you like the podcast? Did you have a great time?
Yes, yeah. We need to reach back out to them.
Did you have a good time?
Yes.
Okay, good. Did you feel comfortable like just answering, or like you didn't feel like we were like holding a gun to your head, like putting you on a spot or anything?
No.
Period. Let me hold it down.
Oh my god, we should do it like for our
okay. Let's do it. For what is it called again? For the
thumbnail.
Okay, so we do this every time with a guest on the podcast. We do like a little quick question. Okay, so we're gonna just ask you a question and you give us like the first answer. Rapid fire. Okay,
ready?
Okay, I had to think about something. Okay, you go first. Okay, fine, I'll go first. Even though I feel like I might know some answers. Okay, I'll go. Here we go. Sneakers or heels?
Sneakers.
You always ask that.
That's the only one that comes to my head.
You shoe girl. Okay, spaghetti or lasagna?
Lasagna.
Ooh, that tells a lot about a person, girl. Hey, go on now.
She what's the word? She's high class. Okay. Straight hair or curly hair?
Wavy.
Okay.
Okay, for men, right? Your type of men. Okay. Gold chain or silver chains? Come on.
So freaking.
Come on.
Go on now.
Come on.
Gold.
Oh, thank you. I'm scared.
Damn, bitch.
Just kidding. No, but then like silver, because when I think of silver, I think of Cuban links, like diamonds or whatever too.
Yeah.
That's a little corny to me, I feel like. Unless you're a celebrity or whatever.
All the hottest rappers have them.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you're like a celebrity or you're like a rapper, then yeah. But then, I mean, whatever. Maybe people who are really rich, they can do it too. Sorry, rich guys that wear Cuban links and all yellow diamonds.
Like that's so specific.
I automatically think of like rappers and like celebrities, you know?
Yeah.
And gold chain's just more like
Classy.
No, I mean classy and what's the word?
Sexy.
No, ew, gross. The word sexy is so gross. Like normal, I guess. I don't know. Like more like casual.
Okay.
Like you can wear it all the time, not just like
right.
Showing
off.
Not you judging someone just like the chick. Damn, that's a lot to unpack.
We might get some little hate comments, but hey,
I'm gonna give Brian a silver chain.
And I'm gonna know it's from you.
Like, hey, anytime you're around Sadie, wear the silver chain.
And he's always a gold. He's more of a gold boy too. Like,
it's gonna be a rhinestone. A rhinestone fucking chain. That's
next time you see him, he actually has a silver.
I know, right? Imagine. I'm just kidding. I'm like, I'm here for all of it. Okay. Your go-to Starbucks drink.
Ooh.
Don't drink coffee.
Wait, you don't?
No.
Wow. Wait, how long have you known her?
Why do I feel
at this point?
At some point, I feel like I think you mentioned that to me, but I just
forgot. Wow.
Holy crap.
I think because like our whole friend group does drink coffee
all the time,
and like I don't drink coffee.
Oh my god. Energy drink though, right? No, barely anyway.
Barely any.
Wow,
she's a healthy girlie.
Not really.
What do you drink then?
Either like
soda,
sweet tea, or like a Dr. Pepper.
A Dr.
Okay, Dr. Pepper. Okay. Would you prefer to go somewhere tropical or somewhere snowy like Colorado?
I like both. Because I've been snowboarding.
Yeah.
Like many times?
I've been twice.
Oh, do you like it?
It's fun. It's really hard. Like, it's very much of a body workout.
Yeah, I'm finding out so many things about you.
But I'd probably pick beach and tropical over that.
Over snowy. Okay.
Love that.
Interesting.
Almond shape for nails. Almond or square?
Almond.
Ooh, I know that's right, girl.
I know that's right.
Okay, fried chicken. Fried chicken or hamburger?
Fried chicken.
I know that's right. Wait, I have a question. Were you born in Oklahoma? You're born and raised here? Dang, I know that's right. Oh, okay then. OU or OSU?
Oh, I already know.
OU.
Woo! Go Sooners! Is this Sooners? Oh, this is Pokes.
That's Pokes.
Nah, we don't do that.
OSU? Yeah. Wait, what did you ask her?
OU or
OU
OSU.
or OSU.
Okay, you didn't ask that. Okay.
What did they say for OU?
Boomer Sooner.
Boomer
Sooners.
Period. We bleed crimson red.
I do like their colors more. Okay, so summer or winter?
Summer.
Okay. My question to you is, if you were on an island, right, with the friend group like Anna, Shelby, Val, and Sadie, and everybody was drowning,
she's trying to get messy.
You could only say one person. Who would it be?
Don't be biased. Just because I'm here. That's okay, babe. It's okay. Throw it out there.
Myself.
No, but if you had the chance to save one of us.
One of you?
Oh yeah.
I think I know.
I don't know.
Everyone's dying from a big hemorrhoid.
Ew. We're on a little like barely piece of boat, and a shark is about to attack all of us. You have like a.
You know what? You know what? I'll pass. You don't have to choose.
Pass, yeah.
Oh no! I wanted you to answer it.
Wow, she's fucking
let's
messy.
start the pop.
Okay, I have another question. Okay, would you rather shop at TJ Maxx or Ross?
TJ.
Yeah, she TJ girl.
Okay, you elevated. Okay, Target or Walmart?
Target.
I know that. I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say it just because you said TJ Maxx. I knew you know she's Target.
You do like to go to Target a lot.
Period.
Me and my sister both do.
I know. You guys always go there. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. And this is a message for your future self. Like maybe let's say I don't know, 5 years from now.
Stop. And you can look back on it. Stop. I fucking love that.
Right?
5 years from now, hopefully I will be a successful nurse. Have my own house. And maybe have a partner. And then watching all my beautiful friends that are also basically family at this point have their own little lives going on, and we're all happy.
That's so dumb.
Sadie's gonna start crying.
I know that too.
Maybe little Sadie's or
oh my god! I know that's right. And look at her little BWJs running around. Oh, I love that.
The fact that she threw us in there, see, this is just tells you so much about who she is as a person. I'm crying.
Do you want to say something to future Nikki or Nikki right now? Anything you want to say? I feel like you have a lot you want to say.
Don't do it. Don't make me do this. Don't make me do
Well, just say it.
Nikki, you are. I really, really do appreciate you, and like ever since you came to my life, like you really are a true ride or die for real. And I'm so happy that we met, and for sure we're gonna be long life friends for sure. And I'm so proud of you. I'm really, really proud of you. So. I love you, girl.
She's a crybaby.
I am a crybaby, and we gonna have fun in Breezy Bowl, babes.
Yes.
Thank you for coming on our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being open and just
seriously.
for being like a cool friend and cool. We love you.
So much.
Love you guys.
And we are so proud of you.
We are so proud of you.
And also, don't forget your tickets to the spring event.
See what I mean?
For the spring fling.
Girl,
You better buy the motherfucking tickets.
She's gonna be there.
If you don't buy a ticket, I will.
I'll come after you. Oh, I love that.
Don't forget to buy your tickets for a spring fling event coming up soon.
On the 25th.
Yes, and you better buy them.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. You're
literally gonna have FOMO if you don't go.
So bad. So
literally
be prepared for that.
As always, we upload a new episode every Monday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can find us at 116th Hotline on Facebook, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Instagram,
TikTok.
Yes. And thank you so much, Nikki, again for being here.
Nikki girl, Nikki Louuuuu. We appreciate you.
We hope you had a fun time on the podcast.
Yes, ma'am. We'll see you next week. Bye.